Yeah.
Stepping Out by Cream from an album called the BBC Sessions.
It was Live Cream 2 Stepping Out. That was the track that I just loved when I was a kid growing up. I used to listen to that over and over and over again. What I hear now with my more mature ears, and I haven't heard that track in a long time, Eric Clapton can play slow while the music's fast, and sounds energetic and great. It's like every time the 8 bar cycle comes around, he might change the tone a little bit, go to a high note. He doesn't leave that much space, so it's like he just kind of gets this flow going, and it goes and goes. It's great. When you think about that time period, how many white British guys were playing that well, playing American blues that well? How many? You
That's
know?
what struck me from that. From that clip was he's really got the sound down. He's got the feel. He's got it going on, and also the trio there, the power trio, Ginger Baker and Jack Bruce, very good musicians. Jack Bruce in particular later in his career would stretch out and do more jazz and fusion kind of things.
Did you see that Ginger Baker movie?
I did. Yeah,
Oh my
I
God.
know. Yeah,
Don't say anything bad about him. He'll come and cane you. Oh my
that is
God.
if you haven't seen that film, it's a must. It's outrageous. Yeah, so you've got Cream there doing the blues thing, and that blues rock blend, and you've got Jack Bruce with the kind of a little bit of distortion on that bass.
Well, he played the SG bass, which has a pickup that's wrapped 30,000 times with copper wire, not the usual 3,000 times. So it's like super heavy duty output. It's the bassiest. Like that's a great bass. I actually bought one of those pickups because you can really create an incredible subtone thing with it. But it also has an incredible output, and the bass amps back then sucked. So it's a combo. That's why it sounds farty and distorted like that. Also, Ginger Baker, he brags about having perfect time, but it sounded like on his drum solo, it sounded like he was kind of throwing the drums down the stairs. It's like I'm not sure if that was intentional chaos. And I've seen interviews with Clapton where his manager was super upset with him because he keeps his entire band on retainer rehearsing in England for months, and it costs him like $1 million just to rehearse with the band. I guess the money's not. And he said that he wants the whole band here to rehearse, not for the band, but for him, so he can practice his singing.
Wow.
I guess he's kind of self-conscious about his singing, and then feels like that's what always needs working.
Interesting. Also on that, I felt that was not Jack Bruce's greatest bass solo on that particular clip. Um,
Well, it's an awkward tempo, and Ginger Baker just leaves him out to dry.
yeah,
It's like, okay, where's the drums? Now it's just solo
yeah.
bass, like on a kind of up tempo like that. That's a little
Yeah, I
weird.
think also you know that again early in the career, I think Jack Bruce's bass playing developed and later in his career he was pretty sophisticated bass player and always an adventuresome guy. Like you hear a lot of his stuff, his Jack Bruce's solo stuff, and it doesn't always succeed.
No, yeah, I usually can't get past that element of it, and kind of just gave up on it.
But he
I know that sounds rude of me, but
Well, I kind of felt like, at the same time, some of it doesn't seem to quite work it. But he was very willing adventure, to experimenting, trying things. He could have just sat into an easy groove and rode on that Cream thing all he wanted, but he was always searching and pushing the envelope for himself.
yeah, I heard some spoken word stuff too. That was interesting. It was like definitely taking cues from Burroughs and that kind of the poet thing.
Yeah. So, all right. So that basically concludes our first episode of singers who shred and swing and play.
Then the next one's going to be jazz, right?
The next one we're going to do, a couple.
Like Chet Baker, Nat King Cole, and all
Yep,
that.
yeah, and B.B. King and Bonnie Raitt
Oh, great.
and Nina Simone, and we've got a lot of great stuff there. And again, we want anybody out there listening to send us in some suggestions for this kind of show, where we find that the singers that have some kind of instrumental thing they bring to the table that is unique and not typical of a singer. And it can be any genre. And also, yeah, tell us who we missed. And we'll get to the Stevie Ray Vaughns and some of those other people in future episodes. Although we're going to hear plenty of Stevie when we get to blues guitar.
Now I'm hoping we can dig up some sweet vocals by Miles Davis. Is that possible?
I don't know. Yeah. All right. So until next time, and again, check out our Patreon page for our exclusive content and for lessons and for transcriptions of the music that's in the exclusive content. We're doing the big series on John Coltrane, and we'll be doing other artists as well. And we'll see you next time.
Signing off.
All right, Timo.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.